Hello, everybody. This is Brett Davis from Unleashed, Brett Davis Unleashed on IQ Podcast at Attorney King Studios. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Indian Motorcycle of San Diego, Chuck Ross's Hotel and Restaurant Cosmopolitan for their wonderful support and everything they do, and Attorney King, who is very helpful in not only with the show, but he's put his brand in our studio and also helps pay the electricity. Thank you very much, King, for everything you do. I also have my co-host with me today, Krista Gibb.
Krista Gilb.
Sorry.
Hi, I'm
I've
here.
got like 3 Crystals and Kristas.
I know it's
And then
okay.
also I have Crystal Ball.
Hello.
And I also have Sarah Morga.
Hello.
And myself. So we've been talking and how exciting you have your show. Talk about your show and where is it located? Biyanka?
Oh, I'm right here.
Hi, Biyanka.
With what you were introducing.
This is Brett. How are you doing? It's good to hear your voice.
I'm awake, everyone. I promise. I have my coffee. I'm here.
I was getting ready to grab my coffee. You having Kona coffee right now? I love Kona coffee.
Holy crap. Yeah, this is great. I'm so excited to be on your show.
Okay, good. Are you awake?
I'm absolutely, now I'm awake.
Okay, good.
You sound awake, Brett. You didn't introduce her. That's why she didn't know.
Well, she was supposed to read my mind.
I'm sorry. I'm taking a vacation from that.
So congratulations on your show. What's the name of it?
Be Fit for Health. Very
good.
Yeah, it's perfect timing for what's going on currently outside in this world of ours. So, just trying to chime in and do my part now that I have the platform to be able to give people an opportunity to get some information that's outside of the gloom and doom of, this virus and what it can do for not only our society, but our health. But I'm trying to get some positive information out there and what people can do and what they can control. And, just to kind of slow down the worrying and the panic that some people are experiencing because, they're also isolated. So they don't have that interaction with people as much. And so people are starting to feel a little bit uneasy about what the future may hold. So my show, the show that we just recorded, I kind of focus more on the immune system, like what can we do, to bring up our immune system to make it more functional, more effective, and also how can we do things that's going to bring out the more endorphins in our body, like, exercising daily, which you have been posting a lot on Facebook, and how to do some home exercises to keep our bodies moving, but also release those endorphins to keep us happy. So, kudos to you on that. But I'm definitely trying to do my part. And I'm so grateful that I can actually do that now and having a platform to do that from.
Right. And I remember how long a lot of people think things are just easy. It's like the iceberg. People typically only see the top of the iceberg. They don't realize the real foundation is like there's so many layers to that iceberg. They only see the tip top and they think, oh, it's so big, but they have no idea what's involved with starting businesses or, in your case, a radio show. So you finally got it up and running. You're located in Oahu?
Yes. So I'm in Honolulu. Lucky me, right? I can't really enjoy it because I'm stuck at home.
I know.
But I can look outside.
I was going to say, you're probably on your flat screen TV. You can look at the beach and see, like a vision of what it would look like to be at the beach.
I was going to ask you, are the beaches closed out there?
Yes. We're now we're the first to actually mandate people who are coming into the island to be quarantined for 2 weeks. So can you imagine you paid all this money to come to Hawaii?
Wow.
And you can't really go out to the beaches but you can go out a little bit, but it's really, you're kind of segregated to a certain location or a certain amount of people with you. But they are very particular here. No beaches and parks are open. You're only allowed to go to the supermarket or to your doctor's unless you are one of those employees that are needed in a particular type of business. But we're doing that because if we didn't, we're a city that houses a lot of foreigners that come through our doors. And if we didn't take control of that, I think we would be worse off. And I think our governor and our mayor did a good job of controlling that immediately.
I can't imagine anybody going there for vacation right now, though, is there? I mean,
I'm surprised that anyone would, but there are people that actually do land. I mean, we do get not as much anymore, but we are still having people come in and, even through Facebook, we're posting Hawaii's closed, and not good for our economy, obviously, but, this is, protection is necessary. Why would you want to come to a location where, you may not be able to enjoy it after spending a lot of money to go there?
That's just crazy. I don't get that.
Yeah, you can't expect everyone to have a rational mind.
Well, I was going to say earlier, Brett has been telling us for weeks, he's like, Sarah, kids, mom, everybody. He's like, you know what? You guys need to pretend like you already have it or you're going to get it. And you need to make sure you're taking your vitamin C. You need to make sure you're taking your vitamin D.
Antioxidants.
Tons
Zinc.
of antioxidants, zinc. I mean, he's like, you've got to make sure your body is strong enough it's going to be able to fight it.
Turmeric.
And gargling and making sure. I mean, really
Garlic.
just being proactive and making sure that if you have it, you're going to be, you're not going to be one of those people that's going to have to go to the doctors, you know what I mean, to the hospital and be in.
Even if you get it, though, majority of the people, from what I'm understanding from some of the research I've been doing, COVID-19, it will affect you if you are definitely compromised, and if you don't have that strong immune system. That's why I did my first show. I really wanted to focus on building the immunity. I wanted to educate the public first on what happens to your body when you have an infection, and the immune response being the fever and the sniffles and the cough and all that stuff. That's actually a really good sign, means that your system is working. And when people don't understand that, they want to band-aid it and they want to put medications in there to stop the symptoms, especially the fever. The fever is a good thing because there's also saying with this COVID-19, higher temperatures kill the virus because it has a very weak outer shell. It's not really protected well. And that's why you see vigorous hand washing for 20 minutes breaks that outer membrane of that virus, and it kills it faster. So heat, washing your hands for a longer period of time, things like that, does damage this virus. But, your immune system is telling you there is some kind of something's happening with your body. So your brain and your body goes into this mode of attack, and all these cells are recruited, and you're basically fighting this thing off. And that's why your body gets fatigued and you want to slow down so your body can do what it's supposed to do. So this education was pushed through my show. And at the same time, I said, this is just one of the things you need to do to keep your immune system up. Exactly, zinc. Supplementations are very important at this point, I think, because, people are stuck at home, so they're not really eating maybe as well. They're probably trying to get by on not cooking as much, but I would suggest if they could invest more time in their cooking and buying more nutritious type of quality foods, if they can afford it, that would be ideal. But if most people can't, if they can have some supplements, the basics, right? The vitamin D, higher levels of vitamin D. I actually called my doctor and asked them to give me a prescription of vitamin D because my vitamin D levels are lower because I have fibromyalgia. So I have an autoimmune disorder. So my body, eats away at nutrients really quickly and rapidly. So I want to bring my vitamin D levels up. And so I took one of the doses. I'm going to take another one this week. And then your vitamin C levels, they're saying some people are doing intravenous vitamin Cs if they're able to get to that to boost their antioxidant levels to fight the free radicals that are causing inflammation and damages in their system. So all of these kinds of things that people could control, like I'm saying, if you can, and Brett's correct, if you can think in terms of, look, if you are a carrier, you don't have the symptoms, you should also keep in mind that you still have to work on your immune system and make sure that it's as strong as possible because, we don't know what we don't know about a lot of these little bugs that are out there. It could mutate again. We don't know. I'm not going to cause a panic here, but you don't know, and you want to take control of what you can. So I think that's wonderful advice, taking the supplements that you need. Turmeric is great for anti-inflammatory. Ginger is another great one for anti-inflammatory for herbology. If you're looking at other like elderberry or the oregano oil, I take those things. In fact, the video I'm going to be shooting for my YouTube channel is going to be on specifically this stuff, the supplementation, some of the other components that come along with boosting your immune system. So, yeah, that's so imperative, I think, right now, especially.
What do you suggest for exercise and sleep? and water intake?
So here's the deal with that. So, the experts are saying 7 to 9 hours is ideal for our bodies to reboot itself. So our brain needs to shut down like the computer so that it gets its, brain fertilizer. Basically, new fluids go into the body, new fluids go into the brain. So you have freshness and getting all the stagnant, toxic water and liquids out of our body through the lymphatic system. That's really important. Sleep also helps to reboot your T cells, which is your immune fighting cells. These are things that are important to think about. Everything gets reset when you sleep, and the longer you sleep, the better for your body. Most people can't do more than 9 hours because there's things to do for them. Their lives are busy. I kind of feel like with this happening, this is an intervention to our society to slow down and to kind of take a breather.
Yeah.
And most of us aren't sick. And I want to take this opportunity to take a look at what I'm doing. Am I really benefiting my health? Am I taking that sleep? Am I drinking enough water and eating enough good food? Am I spending quality time with my family? The filling up your love tank is also a part of the immune system, right? You want to feel that support and the feel good stuff. And that boosts up your endorphins, like I said, too. You want to release more of those oxytocins and get your body into a place of happiness. And so it's all collective, right? Your immune system is built based on not just one thing, but a lot of big picture thing. I think everything that we do now has always been about getting from point A to point Z, and in between is just blur. And I think right now this is like a reset, not just for our economy, which is taking a dive, but it's going to come back up. Everything always usually does. It's not, end all be all. It will revive itself, just like we will revive ourselves. And the positive thinking is the biggest component to our health. If we can think in terms of everything's going to be okay, this is just a dot in the universe of what's happening in our lives, everything will work out for the best. I think our health and our overall well-being will be also. So that's the way I'm looking at it.
Biyanka, are you exercising on a daily basis as well, besides eating healthy and taking your supplementals? Or
I'm doing the best I can because I have fibromyalgia too. So fibromyalgia is a widespread nerve pain in your body, and anything and everything can trigger it. And for me, stress usually is the one that usually knocks me down. So if I work out, that's also additional stress in the system. Yeah. So I have to be very careful as to what I do. I worked out since this whole thing happened maybe 3 or 4 times, which is enough for my body. But the majority of my health regimen is my nutrition, because you can't work out your nutrition, and you can't, your health is basically in the 80 to 85% of what you eat. Everything else is the external portions of it, which is exercise and sleep and things like that. But I am doing the best I can to be active every day somewhat, whether it's a 10-minute light workout or if it's just doing squats for that day. Another day I did push-ups, and I decided to do a little bit more arm exercises, just a little bit, just to get me, get the circulation going. It's really important. It doesn't have to be vigorous. It just has to be constant, because you want to kind of get the toxins and all the other junk in your system out of your body, whether it's through sweat or elimination, not to get personal here, but you want to make sure that everything is working well. So I do focus on a little bit of movement, but not to the point where it may cause the opposite effect for my body type.
Well, you know what? Can you give us a website for your new show, and also for what you do? Yes.
I have everything pretty much posted up now. My website's up and running. It's called Be Fit for Health, but it's the number 4, not FOR. So BeFitForHealth.com. And on there, you'll have some YouTube stuff and also some information about your well-being and things like that, some blogs and vlogs. And my show is on The Answer, 6:90 a.m. here in Honolulu with Salem Media.
Exactly. We're connected, aren't we? We're family.
Yes, we're family. Absolutely. And they can also find me on my IG, which is B.Fit for Health. And my Facebook is fit for health.